Hello everyone, welcome back with another new topic on Microsoft Azure. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Microsoft Standard Logic App. We will understand what is Microsoft Standard Logic App, how it is different from Consumption Logic App, what are the use of Standard Logic App, and how we can create a Standard Logic App in Azure portal. So first of all, what is Microsoft Azure Logic App Standard? So Azure Logic App Standard is a cloud-based platform for automate Logic App workflow that connect your apps, your data, your services and system. You can easily build highly scalable integration solution for your corporate and business to business situation with this platform. So here you may either use Logic App consumption resource type, or you can use Logic App Standard resource type. The consumption resource type is for multi-tenant Azure Logic App or integration service, whereas the standard resource type is a single tenant Azure Logic Apps. So if you want to understand what is Consumption Logic App, what are the benefits of Consumption Logic App, and what are the benefits of Standard Logic App, you can search the difference between Standard Logic App and Consumption Logic App. You can go to my blog BizTalk Techie, what is BizTalk Azure Logic App Standard. So here I have explained all the points. You can go through each points. What are the benefits and what is the difference between Consumption Logic App and Standard Logic App. In this session, we will understand how to create Microsoft Standard Logic App using Azure Portal. You can open this blog post also, where you can understand the each steps, how you can create this stateful Standard Logic App, what is stateless workflows, what is stateful workflows, how you can create a stateful workflow, how you can create the stateless workflow. Okay, so each point it is mentioned here in this blog post. You can open this blog post and you can go through that as well. But in this session, we will show you in the live demo how we can create the Standard Logic App. So for that, we have to go first our Azure portal account. So let's go to the azure.portal.com. Okay, so I am logged in here on our Azure portal account. So we'll go to the resource group. So first we have to create our Standard Logic App. So for that, what we can do, we can go to the resource group, and here inside this resource group, you can either click on this create. You can see this plus icon. You can click on create Logic Apps. Open this Logic App. Click on this add button. And once you click on this add button, it will ask you to provide you the basic information. You have to select the subscription. You have to select the resource group. Then you have to pass the Logic App name. So for example, in my case, I am passing Logic App name Standard Logic App Demo. So this app name is not available, so I'll pass demo 7. This is available. Okay, so now here in the publish section, if you can see, we have a workflow and we can publish it to Docker container also. So for this demo, we will choose the workflow. Reason, I'll keep it like Central US. And here in the plan type, if you can see, we have consumption and standard. Okay, so here is difference. If you want to use the consumption plan, then you have to choose this Consumption Logic App. And if you want to create a Standard Logic App, then you just have to keep this Standard Logic App. By default, Standard Logic App will be selected. So if you see the definition here for Consumption Logic App, it says based for entry level, pay only as much as your workflow runs. Standard Logic App based for enterprise level serverless application with event based scaling and networking isolation. Alright, so I'll keep as it is. Then I'll move to the next section, hosting. So here hosting, if you have your existing Azure Logic App, existing storage account, you can go and select the existing storage account. Otherwise, if you want to create a new, then you have to just create a new. Okay, so for now, I'm creating a new one. In the plan again, if you already have the plan, then you can choose your existing plan. Otherwise, you have to create a new plan. So for my case, I have not created any plan, so I'll keep it as it is. SQ and sizes, if you want to choose a different one, you can just click on site change size, and here you will get all the information about the SQN sizes. Okay, so for now I'm going to use the WS1 on SQ size plan, so I'll keep as it is. I'll click on apply. Then zone redundancy, if you want to enable it or disable it, you can select it as per your requirement, and then click on next monitoring part. We'll go to the monitoring part. If you want to enable the application insight, first you have to create your application insight account, and then you can enable it. You can do it later as well. So for now I can keep it no. I'll go to the next. You want to add the tags, you can add it here. I'll keep it blank. I'll move to the next, and it will show the validation part. So I click on review and create. It will first validate all the points. So okay, so every point, each and every point he has validated. Now what you can do, you can click on create and it will start deploying the solution. Now if you want to automate this process, automate this, if you don't want to create using the Azure portal, you want to automate this entire steps, then you can download the template for automation. So for now I'm just going to download it, because in later session we are going to use this automation. So I'll click on download. Okay, so download has been completed. Now let me close this one. I'll go and I'll click on create. So it's, if you can see the message, submit, a deployment has been submitted and it has been started. Deployment in progress. So we'll wait for the we'll wait for finish this deployment, and then again we will see whatever the things we will get it. All right, so our deployment has been completed, and if you can see the message, your deployment is completed. Now we'll go to the resources. Okay, so inside these resources, if you can see, you have one app service plan has been created. If you can see, this is the app service plan that you have selected during the creation of this container WS1, and this is the app service plan that we have it. If you can see, it is coming under this resource group. We have this URL. If you want to browse this URL, you can just copy it and you can open the new tab, and it says your function 4.0 app is up and running. Status is saying running, health check is not configured, location we have selected Central US, operating system we have selected Windows, and then we have a subscription ID, app service plan detail, and rest all the information we have it here. In the top bar side, if you can see, we have a option called browse. If you click on browse, it will open the endpoint that we have just opened it here. It will open the same endpoint. If you want to refresh it, you can just click on refresh and it will refresh the entire information again. If you want to stop the standard logic app, you just have to go and stop it. If you want to restart this standard logic app, you can go and restart it. So for the standard logic app, basically you can create a multiple workflows inside a single standard logic app. It will work like a function, like how you have created the function app. Inside the function app, you can create a multiple functions. In the same manner, in the standard logic app, you can have a single standard logic app, and inside that you will have multiple workflows. We will discuss in later session how you can create the multiple workflows here. All right, here you can get the published profile information. You can download the app content. If you want to delete this app, standard logic app, you can click on delete and you can delete that. In the left part, you can see we have activity log, we have access control, we have tags, diagnostic settings. So suppose in case of any issue happened in the standard logic app, if you face any issue, and if you want to diagnose the issue, if you want to solve that problem, you can just click on this diagnose and solve problems. Okay, and then it will give you multiple categories under which categories your solution is, your issue is lying. Suppose if you are having some performance issue, then you can select this category, availability and performance, and inside that it will analyze all the health data and the performance data and the availability of your external logic app. So if you can see, I'm getting this message, no application crash is detected during this time frame. All right, accordingly you can see multiple options here. HTTP 4 not for XX errors. If we have any errors, memory analysis, it will do the analysis of memory if you are having any issue in the memory. Okay, so we are seeing like memory consumption below 80% on this instance, so we are safe, we don't have any issue here as well. So accordingly you can do the diagnosis of your problem. Again, for SSL and domains, for run and triggers, for networking, in case if you have anything, you can do the diagnosis and you can solve your problem accordingly. Then we have security, we have events. So here under this workflows, if you can click on workflows, so this is the option, this is the place where you can create a multiple workflows. Okay, and here if you click on this add, and accordingly you can create the stateful or stateless workflow. In the later session we will understand, we will create a stateless and stateful workflows, and we will see the difference between both of the workflows. So for now we are just reviewing the standard logic app. Inside this connection section you will have all the connection information here. Either it's API connection or service provider connection or function connection, all the connection information will be appear here. You can view the JSON. If you add the connections, it will appear in the JSON view also. As of now we don't have any connection, so that's why it is coming empty. But yeah, later session when we'll create some connections, it will appear the message here. We can go to the parameter section. In parameters, the way how we use the parameters in the logic app, the same way if you want to add any parameters, all the information will appear here. One important thing in a standard logic app is schema and maps. Is schema and map is added as part of this standard logic app, so we don't have to use the integration account to add the schemas and map and use that integration account in our logic app. So in standard logic app, uh, we don't have to add the integration account directly. We can add our schema and we can add our maps, and we can use those components in our workflows. Deployment center, if you want to see the deployment, like what are the deployments was executed for the session logic app, you can go here inside this deployment center, and here you will have an option for log. Just loading. Okay, so here if you can see, we have a settings, we have a log. So if you can go to the log, and here you will see all the information about your logic app deployment. As of now we have not deployed anything, so it is coming blank, but you will have those information here. Also you can configure your CI/CD, so you can start and you can set up your CI/CD, so you can view the logs here as well. All right, then we'll go to this under settings. Here we have the configuration. So inside this configuration you can see all the app configuration information here. So suppose for example if you are adding any connection, so those app settings will appear here, like how we have in our function app. The similar way, the configuration will work, like all the app configuration, app service config details will be appeared here, or it will store here. Now moving to the application inside. So in previously during the configuration of our standard logic app, I said we can configure our application insight later also. So here you can enable your application insight without redeploying your code, and you can just turn it on and you can configure your application insight. Okay, so accordingly we have other setups also. We have our service plan information, we have a deployment tool where we can open the kudos advanced tools, we can open the kudos portal. Accordingly we have other tabs for monitoring, automation, and support and troubleshooting also. All right, so that's it for the today's session. In the next session we will understand how to create a workflows, how we can create a stateless or stateful workflows, what are the difference between both of the workflows. Thanks for watching this video. In case if you have any doubt or any query, please comment below.